Hey everyone, welcome to stream. It's been requested all summer and I'm finally doing a stream where I'm working on my cross stitch of Hornet. I was really reluctant to do a stream where I worked on this project as soon as I still had the contest going on, which nobody knew was a contest, or like only thought it was just a random thing. Hey Catilla, welcome, how you doing? How you doing? Finally doing it. So yeah, we're doing it. I wanted to stream, but I don't know. Energy's low, and I thought, it's been requested all summer. Why not try it? Random crow choice was fantastic today. It was a fantastic, happy accident. Alright. That is the zoomed out version. I plan to zoom you guys on in so you can see a little bit more. Let me quickly try and do that. Just have to reposition. Yeah, the thing is, now you zoomed in enough that you can actually see the line I'm working on, but I can see how far it goes. So definitely have to move around stuff. Also, I read that you are sick, Attila. I just remembered that in tough days. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Also, I kind of want to zoom you guys in here. And then we'll have to see. We'll have to see if you guys can see enough. Doing real bad. No. Cursed by slime monster. Yeah, the cold. I'm like really dead. Ah! Oh no. Okay, camera keeps refocusing. Reading a third book of the day. Oh boy, 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 boy. So you've been busy. Okay, I just realized because I don't have chat in a separate window as I do usually, and I should really do that. Because the chat on screen is disappearing too fast. So let me really quickly do that. But yeah, you just stay as long as you feel comfortable and leave whenever you have to. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm currently working on a section of the cloak. As you can see, I'm here at the bottom. So I like staying in one color for as long as possible. Whether or not that's a smart choice or not, that's for other people to decide. I just like doing it because that means I don't have to constantly check what color I have to use next. And I just stay and look where I have big spaces of one color. And I'll do these first and fill in as many big splotches as I can. And then eventually we'll have to move on to the little pieces, and that's gonna be an absolute nightmare. But yeah, so I've been working on the cloak for the past month. I did this section first, worked my way down from the head. That's why I did the blue thing here, just so that I had something to go on and didn't have to count as many rows, because like the more I have to count, the higher is the chance that I miscount. And I thought I would do this section just to have a shorter distance between like the blue and the red of the cloak to minimize the chance that I actually mess up the placement. Oh, sorry. I can turn the music down if you want. That better? And yeah, I wanted to finish the last pieces of the cloak here at the bottom. And then I was debating going back and doing some black, since we're basically with the legs, so I could continue doing the legs afterwards. But we'll see how far we go. Oh, okay. Thanks for joining in, Denkatala. I hope you feel better soon. Love you too. Bye. Alright, and get the blue, the lines are marked in blue up here, and ones I already did. And the green one is the next one I'll have to do. That's the one I'll be working on next. Yeah, I don't wanna ask the AI assistant to leave me the fuck alone. Alright. So I'll stop working on that now. That was the end of the thread. So I'm gonna need a new one now. Also, I'm stitching, if I remember correctly, this is called the Dutch method, where you do a line of half stitches and then you go back and complete the cross stitch. I just feel it's more efficient to me to do it like that. But it's really personal preference. Also means that I don't, of course, want to have big spaces where I jump around with the thread a lot on the back. So I want to keep it neat. And sometimes it means I have to be a little bit creative with my stitches, depending on what shape the pattern makes. And since I have these two, I have these two squares here, I just marked them, that are a different color. I can't really have a full row in the next, like one lower. So what I want to do is actually continue in the corner here and do all these in half stitches, and once I'm at the bottom here, I'm gonna go back and finish the cross stitch. And then I'm gonna go the row back and do the same with the corner over there. That's the plan. Just need to quickly go and count this row. Hey Cassie, how you doing, darling? Nice. Also, like, it doesn't take that much talent since I do have the pattern. You just follow the pattern. That's all. Cross stitching is easier than it looks. It's really simple. And also, you can start with a really simple pattern to get started that has not like only like half a dozen colors and not that many stitches. You don't have to get started with a project that is, I don't know, 12 by 20 inches and has 100 colors. Like them. The hardest thing is trying to make sure that your thread doesn't get tangled. That's the hardest thing. I'm happy to see you. It's been a while. Hope you had a nice day. Damn it. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. It's a little bad positioned. Oh, it is quite therapeutic, especially if you put nice music on like I did today. It's amazing. Okay, that's 15 stitches. No, I haven't heard anything from Dream. I don't know where he usually posts, other than like what kind of his social media is, other than Twitch and YouTube. He had a Discord for a while, but that's been gone, as far as I know. It's been deleted. So yeah, and I think I was in one stream where he played Grand Theft Auto, but I think there were a couple other streams where I haven't been, so I don't even know if he said anything there that he would take another break. Like, he was on the break for a while, but then he was back. So yeah, no idea what's going on, sorry. I hope he's well though. But I see his partner, like, I don't know if they're married or just boyfriend and girlfriend, Liz XP. She's streaming on somewhat regularly. So I hope they're still together, and I hope that means that he's okay as well, even if he isn't streaming. Oh, hey Jeff, hello, hello. should mark the row I'm working on for myself. How are you doing today, Jeff? I know I missed the Valheim stream on the weekend. How was that? Just doing alright. A little woozy. Had to get some blood work done. Oh. I hope the results are fine though. Well, stream went alright. New PCs and some technical difficulties. To be expected. With sound and video resolution, but those are hopefully sorted out now. Has my weekend been? Oh, thank you for asking. It's been pretty good. Finally a weekend where I was able to like relax and recharge, it feels like. I haven't had one of those. Haven't had one of those in ages. And yeah, I visited my parents and my brother was there as well. So it's been the first time in I don't know how long that all four of us were together. We had lunch, we had homemade pizza. Dad made pizza. And yeah, just hung out together and had a great afternoon. And that was amazing. How much cross-stitching have I done? In hours or in pieces? Both. Well, in pieces, less than you might think. So I finished one piece. I can actually grab that. I have it lying around. Give me a second. Alright, so this is the piece I finished. Still haven't framed it yet, but that is the piece I finished sometime in July before I started the Hornet one. I wanted to finish it. I hope I have the energy and the time to frame it. And then I'm gonna gift it to my godmother for Christmas. And I say it's finished because it's finished for me, but technically I didn't do all the stitches that you're supposed to do. There's a lot of more like these, like the lace down here that's supposed to be lace, that are more like, like the letters here that are more like embroidery stitches to add like detail and decoration. Hey Galef! But they were getting overwhelming, and it was so tedious to do these embroidery stitches that are purely decorative, and I feel like the piece is really pretty as it is. Also, I couldn't do some of them because I ran out of one of the colors. And then I was like, okay, I already have to miss out on at least one color of the stitches, and there's like for example, all these flowers and the leaves would have like a border around them to highlight them more. But it felt like that would make it very heavy and cluttered, and I liked it to be a little lighter, and I really like it as it is. So I said I would keep it as it is to save myself some time and the headache. And yeah, but I'm really happy with the results still. So that is my finished piece. Then I started the first. That is actually the second piece. Thank you. That's actually the second piece I ever worked on. The first one was a cross stitch that was my first ever cross stitch that I bought. I don't think I have that at hand, but it's basically a phoenix. Just some fantasy art of a phoenix in flight. And I started working on that, I don't know, years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And I never finished it. I'm like, I don't know, 20% done. So I worked it a lot, put it away, did something else. That's the thing with me. I have so many like crafty hobbies. Like I have phases where I cross stitch, I have phases where I paint, I have phases where I knit, phases where I do something else that's kind of crafty, artsy, and they're always in rotation. And I mean, this one is heavy right now because it's Hornet. And I love Hornet, and I was really hyped for Silksong this summer. And yeah, so that Phoenix piece is far away from that, but that was my first ever dabble into cross stitch. So I have a finished piece and one that's about 20% done, and this is, I don't know how many percent that is done. Maybe 15-ish? And in hours, a couple hundred probably. No idea how many. So yeah, welcome in, Galef. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Girl's doing fine. I actually want to fix your sleep schedule slightly because work starts soon, trademark. And I have a feeling I'm meeting in a few days. Sadly, forgot about the time until like 8 a.m. Whoops! But I feel the trying to fix your sleep schedule. I tried for 2 weeks to fix it after my Silkation, where it was totally busted. Because I literally only stayed up gaming until like 4 a.m. once, and it was over. It was completely over. It was wrecked for the rest of the week, and it took 2 weeks to kind of fix it. And now it's a little bit busted again. But I really want to go back to going to sleep early and getting up earlier. just so that I don't have to stay in the office super long. Because I don't know how common that kind of model is in America, because but we're here in Europe, we have a model where you basically have a big time slot where you can work your hours. For me at my company, it's between 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. And like the core time where everyone has to be here is 8 a.m. to, for full-time workers, it's 4 p.m. and for part-time workers, it's 1 p.m. And I'm considered part-time. So I only have to be there, have to be there from 8 to 1. And the rest, how I get my hours in is up to me. Whether I come in early and leave at 1 or come in later and stay until 4. And I'd rather come in early and leave at 1 p.m. than come later and stay until 4. And that's what I'm trying to do. Time is an illusion and so is sleepiness. Yeah, it's just an illusion. Big furniture is just trying to get us all. Normally when I try to fix it, I just stay awake for longer until it flips completely. That's also what I try to do. Used to be able to do it in like 3 days, but lost that skill. Yeah, that's the pain of getting old. That's what I blame it on. That was much easier a couple of years ago when I was a little younger. But yeah, that was my go-to. Depending on how badly I fucked up my sleep schedule, I would even go so far as just to not sleep at all for a night, and then I'd be super sleepy and go to sleep like really early, like 8 p.m. or earlier even. Yeah, it's definitely tougher now. My issue is that if I go to sleep too early, even like 30 to 60 minutes too early, my body just goes, yeah, that's a nap. And I wake up with my body completely exhausted, but my mind fully awake. And that ruins my sleep schedule even further, because usually I won't be able to sleep for like another 6 hours. I see that. That sucks. I'm happy my body doesn't work like that. Like if I sleep, I sleep. That's something I've always been blessed with, good sleep. So like that's the counter issue, so I can't really do naps. If I sleep for like 4 hours minimum. Unless I'm sick. That's the only exception. If I'm sick, I might wake up after 2 hours. That's rough. Cassie also has no problem sleeping. That's such a blessing. Your problem is that you like sleep too much. That's my problem as well. Revealing is actually fine, funny enough. Oh. As long as you're exhausted, you can sleep an hour or so. If you're not sleepy enough, you just wake up disoriented for at least 3 hours. Well, good luck then fixing your sleep schedule. I hope I can adjust mine as well. Not by a lot though. And honestly, like even today I woke up early enough, I just didn't want to get out of bed. And that is, see, it's easier for me to go to sleep early during the winter months because it gets dark sooner. But it's also much harder to get out of bed, because the bed is, after 8 hours of sleeping in it, is nice and cozy and fluffy and warm, and then you just have one toe peeking out under the blanket into the cold in the apartment. And then you're like, no, I'm not going there, no, I'm gonna stay in the cozy, fluffy cocoon of warmth. Bye, Jeff. Enjoy errands. And then of course you have the days where you just don't want to get out of bed and you just don't want to get to work. Ironically, today was such a day, I don't know why though. Because the job I'm working at is not horrible. But yeah, recently I've had a couple of days when I was like, I just don't want to go to work. And that is something new for this job at least. I mean, I've had that very rarely in the past when I knew usually when I messed up somehow and had to face the consequences the other day, and I was like, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I mean, it's still not as bad as my software job where I worked for 2 years, where I really was like, at the end it was every single day was a day where I would lie in bed for 2 hours wide awake, knowing I would have to get up, and was like, I don't want to go to work. Or even considered breaking my leg just so that I don't have to go to work. So it's not that bad at least. It's just a little, I don't know, I'd rather work from home if I could. Not go to the office today. I think it's mostly because I'm bored right now. Because it's not super busy right now. Which I should enjoy because I know towards the end of the year I'm gonna drown in work, especially once my coworker retires and I'm all alone. That's gonna be so much fun. Yeah. I mean, the good thing is I'm not gonna be completely alone. Like, she's retiring, but as a retiree, you're still allowed to work a certain amount of hours, like depending on your pay. It's like basically you're not allowed to go over a certain amount of extra pay you earn to your retirement. And she's doing that because she got divorced not quite 2 years ago, and now after that, having to pay all the bills alone, she needs a little bit of extra money. So she's gonna come into the office once a week, but still. Yeah. So I'm not like, I have a bit of a safety net, but I still feel like a bit of a trapeze artist. Yeah, I'll be able to see her. So, and even still, she told me, like, even if she wouldn't come in, I could call her anytime, which is super nice. And like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate that so much, but I would also probably not do that or only do that when I have when basically the house is on fire kind of situations. Because I would be like, she's retired, I don't want to bother her. You guys get that? I knew you would. You always get me. I also feel like people are always offering it just to be nice, and you're actually supposed to ask them for help. That is, even if they actually mean it, that is also something. Like that is something I do where I offer someone, like occasionally, sometimes, like most, like, okay. So there's times where I mean it and times where I offer to be nice, but actually inside I hope and pray that they don't actually ask me for help. But when they do, I'm gonna help them. Just, I'm dying a little bit inside. But yeah. I mean, again, like, if it were really dire, if it were a really dire situation, I would call her either way. Like, she even said, even if on the days where she's not here and something really extreme is happening and I need help, like, ASAP, I can always call her. And I don't have to wait another week, or, like, until she's back at the office. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's also like, I don't want to depend on her too much, you know, because like I don't know how long that will be going on. Like I don't know how long she will do that while she continues to work. It will also depend on how long the CEO allows her to do that. That's also kind of a issue because he's on a really, like, he's cutting costs left, right, and center right now. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, it usually means it as well. I'll remember that. But I really feel like just casually starting conversations with people, it's just been bothering them. So I just really struggle to see how others are sincerely offering help. But yeah, the whole offering help and not really meaning it is just another another piece of proof that manners and politeness is dishonest. That's always been my firm belief. And I was actually, when I was a teenager, I was very like, a lot of people told me how like impolite I am and that I have really bad manners. I would always just say to them, I'm just honest, and if you can't handle that, then that's your issue, not mine. I always argue with them how, like, all these polite questions like, how are you? Are the kids okay? Like, really, no one cares. People just ask that because you're told to ask it. Like, you're being taught growing up that it's good manners, it's polite. But, like, we all know you don't care. I know you don't care. You know you don't care. Why waste the time? Why bother? And if someone genuinely cares, they can ask me, and I'm gonna give them a genuine answer if I want to give them the information. If it's someone where I'm like, I don't want to tell you about my private life. You're not a person I want to share that with. Yeah, like, you guys I enjoy the chit chat with. But I'm also fine if people don't want to chit chat. If people don't want to share stuff about their life, don't want to tell me how the day is going. I'm asking you guys because I care about you, and I genuinely want to know. If I didn't want to know, I wouldn't ask you. That was also a thing with me growing up, that I just hated lies and hated being lied to. There were just a couple things that happened, like especially with my brother. Like looking back on it, I understand how it happened, but I was just so pissed about it as a child. Like he would always promise me that we would play stuff together on the weekends, and then he would be busy doing school stuff, which I didn't understand because I was in elementary school and he was in middle school, and I didn't understand there was a difference between our schools, that he had considerably more work to do than I did. And so my logic was always, well, I'm finished with my school stuff, why isn't he? And like he promised it to me, and you're supposed to keep your promises, and he didn't keep his promises, so he's a liar. And there was a couple instances where my parents or other people promised me stuff, or like sworn things and stuff like that, and of course all of that fell flat. And I was like, you're all dirty liars, I don't trust you anymore. And that's when I decided that I'm gonna be honest either way. Because being honest is polite. And that's honorable. Keeping your word and being honest. Gareth also, that's the whole thing about making plans and you seem to always be the only one who has to keep their promises. Yeah. I mean, if something happens, like now as a grown-up, I'm like, that happens to me as well, that I promise something to someone or I make plans, and then like something happens and then we have to like change plans. That happens, that's life. But then you reach out to the person, say, oh my god, I'm so sorry, how do I reach out to the other person or people as soon as possible, tell them, guys, I'm so freaking sorry, but A, B, C, D, E happened and we have to reschedule or like change plans or adapt, or I can be there, like whatever. Don't even mind if it changes, but stop being so vague about it. At least let me know. Yeah. So Wagyu. Wagyu. Reminds you of this? When I was a kid, during one family vacations, I had a friend who went back home a few days before us. So my parents are nice for once and allowed me to spend the evening hang out with him at some sort of arcade place. So he made plans and all, just for my parents to then drag me along all night to walk around the beach area. Didn't even have the chance to tell my friend. That sucks. Sorry, my mic disconnected there for a second. That sucks so bad. I mean, that was one color. You know, it made my mic so sad that it disconnected. But we made it back to the top line here and have that bottom corner completed. Should I zoom you guys in more? Or you fine like that? You can make the string, you feel like that's good enough? Nice, I appreciate it. But yeah, this setup is very experimental. Yes, I finished Silksong, around 100% of it. Most episodes are available on YouTube already. The last one is going up on Sunday. It's gonna be 101 episodes total. Thank you. California needs to get back to Hollow Knight. Yes. I feel like it's going to take you forever, Cassie. Haven't been able to play lately. Anything specific that's keeping you from playing, or just life. Also playing Hollow Knight with Ellie. So back and forth. Get that. Sadly, all the games are currently too much fun. You talking Tears of the Kingdom, Gallup, or something else? Mainly work, life, but also playing it Hollow Knight with Ellie. Yeah. I was also thinking, since I know you share a console with Ellie and you're both still kind of playing Hollow Knight, that probably also affects your ability to play Silksong. How are you feeling on the difficulty in Silksong right now, Cassie? Spoiler free, please, for Galef, if you can. Just do you feel it's too difficult, or do you feel like it's challenging but doable? Or are you having an easy time? Galef reached some good parts both in Talisman's Ball. Oh, I forgot you recorded that for YouTube. Right. Because of the writing and Dredge, just starting a thing. Oh, you're playing Dredge as well? I missed that. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. Capacity difficulty is challenging but doable at the moment. Everyone's posting the Discord. Everyone's posting the Discord got me worried. Listen. I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on it, spoiler free. I get where people are coming from. Some challenges are definitely hard, but Hollow Knight also has hard stuff, and not all of it is mandatory for 100% completion. And again, there's just like in Hollow Knight, you can do stuff to make your life easier. Look around, get upgrades, find stuff. And again, it's just, I mean, it's I think it's harder than Hollow Knight for sure. Like I personally feel they stepped it up a bit, but it's not impossible. Like everyone has their own limits, and if someone feels like okay, they have hit theirs, and they need to stop, want to stop, that's totally up to anyone. But I still believe that it's a game that, as long as you keep at it and try again and try to think how you can use what you have to your advantage. Maybe not everyone, but most people will be able to do it. I believe in all of you. Dredge's YouTube only. It totally is that you posted that. If I remember correctly, I subscribed to your channel. Didn't see any notifications for Dredge. Tears of the Kingdom is also fun. Finish the thing and then explore another thing. Ooh, a thing and a thing. Redacted and redacted. Playing only games with controller messes with your mind. Are you also playing Dredge with controller? Because I played that with mouse and keyboard. Like in Hollow Knight, still didn't do. Yeah, I forgot some stuff. Yeah, exactly. And you can see, like in Hollow Knight, you can see an end. Sorry for spoiling, but you don't have to get 100% before you see like credits. I'm gonna spoil you that much. Like you can still finish and beat the game without having to do everything. I was really looking forward to all the Silksong challenges because humble brag, and I never really had many opportunities during Hollow Knight to talk about my struggles. Yeah, because you didn't struggle all that much. Gallops hopes for really starting Silksong with that this year, early next year. Oh, nice. Looking forward to it. There's another purple line I created for myself with Silksong. Go on, Cassie. What's it? PvP was overhyped. I mean, I didn't watch you doing it, but just... You're not a normal gamer. You've been doing 2 playthroughs simultaneously, one on Steam Deck, myself, one on PS5 with Ellie. Ja, dat is een helpful. Dat is helpful. Okay, no comment on that, Gilla. That is unreal. POP is a tough optional platforming challenge where I don't know if you've heard about it. Again, it's kind of a secret. Yeah, I mean, players quitting to menu, I usually do it. I mean, if the walk back to the bench would be too annoying and I don't want to continue forward, but I mostly do it when I try to be fast. So when I do like speed runs, that's why I most of the time use it. Oh, you heard of it? Started on Ryan's playthrough. Ah. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. Now I found it yourself. Okay. Feels so meta. Yeah, I don't like doing it. That's why I usually don't. That's Barnes and Ryan's YouTube. Yeah, but that is not a bad thing to be spotted. Like, that is so hidden away, and even like most people don't even attempt it just because it's so hard. So it's absolutely not something you have to do. Like, there's no shame if you're saying, yeah, I'm not doing that, I'm just watching someone else do it. Yep, Ryan did it in a charity stream on Valentine's Day 2022. Yeah, when did I join the community? 3 years ago? Should be 2022. I think. Or 2023. Ah, did Ryan play Breath of the Wild 2 years ago or 3 years ago? But yeah, he did a charity stream where it was like streaming until I finish it and jumping into a hazard whenever we have a donation of $5 or more. And it took him 9 hours 45 minutes to basically complete it once, and then he died at the end and had to do it all over. And it took him 12 hours, like, and at the 12-hour mark he completed it. But that was so fun. There's still a clip, a really popular clip. I think it's exclamation pain over at Ryan's where you get that clip where he died 9 hours and 45 minutes in, or 46 minutes in. That is such a common occurrence though. And I was really, like, me and a lot of other people were really rooting for it to happen. Just realized why that would have been annoying. I mean, not for you. You completed it in 2 hours. You would have needed 20 minutes to get back to the end. But someone who took over almost 10 hours to get there. It's horrible. We've had 60 minutes of motherfucker. It was described as a really hard thing because it is a really hard thing. You're just not normal. Not shaming though, just saying. That's right. Enough is exceptional. That's the right word. Just gonna tell me Mr. Hidden Winds. I don't know what not sure what the hidden winds are. Okay, so I've done all this. Okay, I actually plan to do something else, but now I have to change plans because it was a little bit of a dum-dum. Hindrance in the shrine. Oh, isn't that shrine even called Hindrance? Yeah, Galuf is 112%. So all the thing he does from now is just extra stuff in the game that doesn't bring a completion. Oh, okay, no, I forgot. I can still do the thing I wanted to do. Okay, nice. I just have to remember I want to do it. Hey, never say you don't need lore. Lore is the most important thing in Hollow Knight. Oh, you meant luck. Sorry. That's right, he doesn't need luck. Are you gonna show us your lore tablet one day? Or your lore board? Yeah, lore! More lore! Oh, this is nice. Looking forward to it. By the way, I still haven't done an Other Worlds lore stream, even though I promised that. And just because I thought you and Catilla would pick up some stuff for me to watch. Yeah, I really wanted to do that after finishing Other Worlds. And Catilla and Galef semi-promised me they would send me some stuff to watch, and that never happened. If it ever happens, I will. I actually watched some more videos after your Other Worlds playthrough, but sadly I entirely noticed most of that all myself. Maybe the only game I ever played while actually noticing the lore properly. Well, that's a good thing though. I mean, we could do another Other Worlds stream where you kind of tell me stuff I missed, or maybe watch a short video or two, and we can also hunt for a couple achievements. Maybe not all of them, but at least some of them. Some of them seem fun. It's been so long, I don't even remember what you missed. Well, you can... Then I guess you just have to watch the playthrough on YouTube again and get up to speed. Nah, it's fair. That was so long ago. I mean, I believe there was a place in the Hanging City I didn't finish exploring. And of course, some stuff just went over my head, like with the interloper and the Nomai. The thing is, that's still so funny that went so over my head. Happened to like 9 out of 10 people you watched? Funny. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I don't know how much I would want to say because this is not an other words stream, and if someone watches this and doesn't know other words, they would get spoiled. Like, maybe it's too late for that already. But I think, okay, so basically it was one of the things where I was like, I had a thought, I didn't voice it, but basically I felt I was, with the things I found, I felt like I was missing a piece. There was a question I asked myself, but I didn't voice out loud. I just had that in my head. And then afterwards, when you guys, when it got cleared up for me, it made so much sense. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that question I asked myself really just should have given me the hint that I may have misinterpreted some stuff though. That's what you think it is? Might have thought the exact same thing, yeah, maybe. Gonna be completely honest here, knowing my dexterity, I feel like there would be a lot more red in the picture if I tried cross-stitching myself. I mean, there is a lot more red, just the other shades of red. That is just one shade of red of the cloak. And like, it has like, I don't know, a dozen different shades of red. Just have to concentrate a little bit right now because I don't want to mess this up. Gonna finish the thread a little early. Hey Pluvio! Haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Oh, thanks, Cassie. I think so too. I mean, there's only about 3 months of work in this. Has been ages. I feel like the last time you've been here I was still using my VTuber model. Bye Cassie, thanks for seeing here. Have a great rest of your day. Yes, and playing Palworld. Oh my god, that was so long ago. Palworld was a year and a half ago. Yeah, Big Yellow Dino was not doing good. Wonder if they fixed that. Oh. I never went back. Like I played a little bit off stream, like I said I would. But then I just got too busy with Minecraft, if I remember correctly. Please don't say Palworld, that's such a long time ago in the same sentence. Making me feel old. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sorry. It feels like ages. Like 18 months ago feels like it was 10 years ago. Well, yeah, let's just all be happy that Palworld is still out there and running and available. And hasn't been sued to smithereens by Nintendo yet. They certainly tried enough. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of the new patent that Nintendo has filed in the US, which has them patent the game mechanic of summoning another character to fight for you. Yeah, you just said it, Pluvio. We do love limiting art for capital gain. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of happy they did that, just because I've had beef with Nintendo for years, and I feel like that was really a fight against windmills. Like, so many people were like, oh no, Nintendo's amazing and their games are amazing and they're so good and blah, 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 and just gushing all over the place about Nintendo. Like, I'm not saying that they didn't do great stuff back in the day and that they didn't have games that were like revolutionizing the industry and doing a lot of great stuff, and that they made great consoles. Not saying that. I'm saying that they didn't do great stuff in the past. It's just I'm concerned with what the company is doing right now, and that is a big pile of poo-poo. And like, even that, especially that patent thing, and like I feel like in this year Nintendo made a lot of bad plays. Like, I feel like the Switch 2 announcement, especially with the prices coming after, people were not really happy about the prices of the Switch 2 and of the games. People were not happy about how the memory cards were being handled, and a bunch of other things regarding the Switch 2 that people were not happy about. And I don't know, I've heard mixed thing about Mario Kart World. And then we have the continuing lawsuits and just Nintendo banning and suing emulators, suing content creators, suing modders, suing Palworld, so Pocket Pair, doing the patent thing. Just they're losing all the good graces, which I'm happy about. I'm happy when people, like more and more people go, yeah, Nintendo's actually, I don't know what happened to them. They used to be so cool, but they're not anymore. And now I see it and I don't support them anymore. Yeah, people making the games and people doing the legal business hours are different people. Yeah, that is also the thing with especially AAA gaming, where you have executive making weird decisions that are not very player friendly, and developers who just want to make good games. But I mean, even if we're talking games, I mean, I'm being honest here, I don't play Pokemon games. I never had, but I've been hearing very mixed to negative things about the last, I don't know, 3-4 Pokemon games that have come out. Was it Scarlet Violet? Was it really like people? I think that was the one where I heard a lot of people say a lot of trashy things about. And even with the one coming up next, you can already like pre-order like a DLC and the game's not even out. And there's content like evolutions locked behind being on Nintendo Online on the subscription service. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on there. So even with some IPs, even the games are like, oh, hey Mona! How you doing? Yeah, Pokemon is such a shit show, to be honest. Never has been for years. Again, not playing it, just what I heard. And then, I mean, also, like, people like did YouTube videos and they showed footage and was like, okay, yeah, that really doesn't look good. Olivia was never into Pokemon, but from the outside it looks like they just released the same thing over and over again. That as well. Not making a significant change to anything more than releases being in proper quality. Yeah. So standard AAA issues. Like you can say the same thing about Pokemon, about Assassin's Creed, like I said about Call of Duty, it seems like. Same issues. Not enough innovation. Doing the same thing feels like copy-pasted the same game over and over. Quality is not there. Gameplay is not there. People are sick of it. But yeah, we're trying. Hey Mona, welcome in. We are doing a cross-stitch and trash-talking Nintendo right now. How are you doing? Just sad to see other games on the same console with so much more polished. Yeah, that is. Oh, honestly, see, I hate Nintendo enough that I can really enjoy, like I have so much schadenfreude with stuff like that, where I'm like, yeah, other people, like indie studios make so much better games, it's so run so much smoother on your own console than your own games. Yeah, no one's okay, crocheting a bit before bed. Ooh, what are you crocheting? Like, what's the piece you're working on? Like I saw a YouTube short sometime in the summer where someone crocheted like a giant caterpillar in different colors. Like every part of the caterpillar was in a different color and was all pastel colors and really pretty and just gigantic. And I was like, and there was a woman doing that for her child. I was like, I don't have a child. I have enough plush toys. I don't need a plushie like that. But I want to do that. And ever since then I was like thinking, maybe I should get into crochet. Valid rant. I'm here for it. Shocked that Nintendo has the audacity to license the use of the Switch 2. Oh yeah, that bullshit as well. Like I just said, there was so much stuff going on with the Switch 2, with the games that came out, with the lawsuits they've been doing, the patent they just did. Like, Nintendo really smeared shit all over themselves this year. Making a baby blanket for a friend. Aw, cute. Yeah, that patent is just tried. Like, I can't believe that wasn't approved. That should have never been approved. Like, they can literally sue so many games now. Yeah. It's a game mechanic that's existed for decades. Just love when some streamers were playing Mario Kart with proximity chat and every single time they instantly screamed, "It's on the Switch 2, ma!" Just to be sure. Patent doesn't actually work, though from my understanding. Didn't look too much into it myself, but from other more knowledgeable heard the patent is way too vague to actually do anything with. Oh, interesting. Like, I'm not an expert on patent law myself. And what I've heard about were people talking that it could be dangerous, but yeah, legal language is a slippery slope for sure. Why would do it though? Yeah, like the guesses, of course, that they have more in their hands against Pocket Pen and Palbert to really sue their competition out of existence. And ego, yes, of course, ego. I mean, I would love if the patent is actually useless, because that means Nintendo just wasted a whole bunch of money getting that done and legally setting it up and stuff. And so they wasted money and time doing that. And they lost a lot of goodwill in their consumers because everyone hates that they did that. And if at the end of the day it gets them nothing, like it gets them no bonuses or like nothing, no legal advantage in any lawsuits they're trying to do, then they really just created a giant shitstorm that hurts them and they have no gain from it. I would love that. The smart part of it I understand, in the sense that if someone else now patented it, then Nintendo could get sued. But I feel like that still just means that those patents in themselves suck. Okay. I mean, at this point, I am surprised that Nintendo doesn't patent the game mechanic of getting upgrades from a chest. Feels like it would be their style. I feel like they should patent the use of an A key to jump. Ooh, that's also a nice one. They sell gamers a jump key each time they use it. Maybe we should do it like in mobile games. Oh no. Oh my god. Like if the majority of video games become like mobile games, I'm gonna quit gaming. Reaper time and unit and the I'm gonna get larger over time. Yeah, that's also EA or mobile game territory. But I mean, really, it makes me happy when Nintendo or any other AAA company does stuff like this. I mean, I'm of course not happy when I hear about layoffs at these companies, because I don't like hearing that so many 100 or 1,000 people lost their job. But since I'm a big fan and supporter of indie games and indie studios, I'm like, yeah, every time AAA studios mess up somehow or do something that enrages people, like, indie games just shine all the brighter. And you have more and more an argument for indies, where you can be like, yeah, this game is only a couple dollars, and there's no battle pass and no microtransactions, and it's not behind a paywall, and you don't need a subscription or an online account or this or that. Yeah, buy energy to keep playing. Total bullshit. But yeah, that's why mobile games aren't really games. Just cash grabs. Alright, then the question is... that wasn't the best choice. Wait a second. Give me a second. Okay, actually go over here. All right, done. At least with this shade in the cloak. That is done. All right. Nice, that's nice. Alright. So now I could finish for today, or I think I want to start on the legs. For that, I'm gonna need the black again. Still have some left over lying around. Okay. The needle is threaded. So let me check. Probably start with this one. I have a hard time seeing that. Let me put it in a color. Should we stick with green? Purple. Yeah, let's go purple. Okay, so for that, I have to go here. Skip one. Yeah, exactly. Top corner is the reference. I love the frame. Cost me $50, but it was worth every cent. I hope you were talking about the frame though, Mona. Just realized there was cross-section warning. I did put it in the stream title though. Yeah, the frame. Okay, nice. Okay, let me just see. Or didn't I? At least I thought I did. I put in the stream title. I hope I did. That was the plan at least. But yeah, reading is for nerds. Guys, we're on the yarn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Want to finish a few rows, going to get ready for bed now early morning, which I'm not used to. Well, thanks for being here then. Hope you enjoyed crocheting along with me cross-stitching. I appreciate you being here. I wish you a wonderful rest of your night and hope you sleep well and get up bright and early tomorrow. Love you, Mona. Funny enough, when I first started posting progress updates, I actually guessed Hollow Knight really early, but I had a completely different image in my head. Yeah, the thing is, there were a couple of people who guessed Hollow Knight really early. Like I think yours was just from having the black stuff going on. Yours was either Hollow Knight or Oberdin. Basically, Oberdin because there was so much black, and Hollow Knight because I'm me. I think that was your logic. And I mean, you weren't wrong. The thing is, I was really tempted to tell you guys, no, it's not Hollow Knight. But it is Hornet though. I mean, and Catilla guessed Hornet super early. for the part of City of Tears, because a bit in the back looked kind of like a high tower. Alternatively, I'd guess something Haven related for the Saladin matchup. I mean, yeah, honestly, I really thought about giving you guys hints, but I mean, technically I did. Like, if you look back at the posts, there was a time where I had white roses in the background every time I took an update picture, and they were kind of supposed to be a hint. And I actually used the word edge, I believe, twice in my update text, which is also supposed to be a hint, but no one got that. But yeah, I thought, like, I was debating giving you guys hints, at least a couple, but then I was like, okay, what would I do that wouldn't spoil it? I feel like whatever I said would just spoil too much, and I also was banking on you guys' intelligence. Like, really, if you think about this is a big, complex piece that I spend a lot of money on materials. So basically the first thought you can have, like the first thing you can think about is, what would I be invested enough in as a motif to be willing to invest that much money and that much time into creating it? And that already limits it a lot. What would someone with a lot of money do? The thing is, it's not what would someone with a lot of money do. It's what would someone with a relatively normal amount of money be willing to invest a somewhat significant amount of money into? Like, what would they care enough about? Like, money and time, that's the other thing. Like, I'm really interested to see if I ever see the completion of this before I die. Like, it's not just that I invested a bunch of materials, like a bunch of money in the materials. Specifically, like the Aida fabric wasn't so expensive, and like the needles and the frame weren't so super, but like the different threads, the different color threads really added up. But also, like, if we're just thinking time, like, this is a really big piece. I'm expecting to sink a couple thousand work hours into this, so it's probably gonna take me a couple years work to finish it, if I ever do finish it, and I really hope I do. So really the question is, what picture would I commit myself to like spending that much time on it? I wish I had more time to invest into creative hobbies like this. I get that. But would I find all the time in between my procrastinating? Like, several years back it will be finished. That will be actually so much fun. And I mean, if it is, and I hope it's not because you haven't been here in 5 years. That would suck. Can't believe Streamlabs is lying to me and sending us a broken link. Oh no, is it? Oh, sorry. My bad then. I'm sorry. I thought it was still working. Doesn't work on your end? Yeah, I think Lofi Girl is at least popular enough. But still, thanks for telling me. I thought it would work. It reminds you, I finally need to sit down and expand the Stream Safe music playlist. Yes, the tedious work of being a streamer. Kind of getting annoyed that you're only listening to the same 5 songs. I don't know if that is helping you, but I have not yet noticed that it's the same 5 songs. That again would cut into your procrastination time. I feel that's so bad. It's 16, but still. I think I'm gonna end it here for today. I'm starting to get tired. And I also want to get up early tomorrow. Because I have to take a trip to the doctor's in the morning and get a shot. The EP setting in, the EP setting in. But yeah, I made some nice progress today. I'm happy. Happy that I actually got done with the cloak and got started on the arms and legs. Like, again, finished with that shade of red in the cloak. There's of course a couple other shades that I'm missing naturally. Because one of the reasons for Galuf to procrastinate. Well, I'm sorry, Galuf. But I thank you all for being here. Yeah, you, Pluvio, and Catilla, who was here briefly, and Mona. And Cassie. And everyone else who lurked, chattered, stopped by. It's very cool to see it finish eventually. I will make sure to show it on stream once it is finished. Whenever that will be. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!